Hey neighbor, this is your favorite neighbor, Jay Murray. Before we start today's episode, just want to let you know that we just launched our weekly newsletter, Happy Hood the Newsletter. This is a great opportunity for you to receive more meaningful content to help you grow your faith, well-being, and leadership skills. So go to happyhood.com to subscribe. That is happyhood.com, HAPIHOOD.com. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at happy_hood for more purpose-driven content. Now, let's start today's episode.
I lay down to dream. I dream to awake. Thankful for what's on my plate. Now remember to breathe. Cause gratitude is free. Inhale humility. Exhale entitlement. Cause gratitude is free. Inhale humility. Exhale entitlement. Cause gratitude is free.
What's going on, family? How you doing? Welcome back to the neighborhood. I'm your favorite neighbor, and you are listening to Happy Hood the podcast. What's going on, family? Thank you again for joining us for another edition of Happy Hood the podcast. Let me just get a big shout out to Jay Blaylock. He's the one that has been providing us with these beats, the music, the soundtrack of this year's Attitude of Gratitude. So big ups to Jay Blaylock. Family, I know we should already know what is expected of us, right? So let's just go ahead and get into our position. If you're driving, hey, try to stay focused on the road. If you are in your house chilling, hey, get a nice little comfortable area and just sit. Close your eyes. And let's practice our gratitude. Let's start to shift our attitude into an attitude of gratitude. The way we do that, we inhale humility, love, peace, joy, happiness, health. And then we exhale entitlement, pride, envy, jealousy, selfishness, hatred. And when we do that, we begin to shift. So just take a moment, continue to breathe. You fill in the blank, right? You fill in the blank of that humility that you want to call out, or that entitlement that you want to call out. And you just breathe. Today, I want to talk about a gratitude that I'm calling maturing in love. It's my love maturity. Today is Valentine's Day. I know. By the time this comes out, Valentine's would have been already gone. It's past, right? By the time this comes out, of course, Valentine's will be weeks away. But today I felt so inspired to just express my gratitude for maturing in love, simply because I have found the appreciation of receiving love. Family, I was never big on Valentine's. When me and my wife was dating, we even got into not arguments, but just disagreements, discussions around Valentine's. Because I felt, and still do to a certain degree, that is a very commercial holiday, like many of the holidays, let's be for real. And so I wasn't big. I would say I give you love every day, so what's the big deal? One thing I have learned in marriage that you can't change, no one. You have to allow your spouse to begin to shift their own perspective, to discover a different perspective. And family, over the years, I have truly have done that. Now, while, yes, I still believe what I believe around Valentine's being very commercialized, but I appreciate this time of receiving love from my wife. Because one thing about me, family, is part of my healing, part of me, I guess, going through my own transformation and just developing a much stronger relationship with God. Receiving love was something that I struggled with, because thoughts of shame, thoughts of insecurities, imposter syndrome would come up, and they'll come up in different ways. And I didn't realize during that time that it was those things. I just remember that the way that I felt that why you have to do it that way? I didn't ask for this, and at times, getting very upset with my wife when she, provide these gifts on Valentine's, and it felt very obligated that I had to do it, that I had to do this, right? But as me and my wife have grown in our love and matured, now going on 16 years, I'm starting to understand and just understand her language, her love language of acts of service, that this is how she speaks when she speaks of love. Now, I'm not saying, love language is, the end all be all, of everything, that once you know that, you know your spouse, your partner. But it does definitely help, because I now see that, why do I need to pick a fight or be upset of the way that she loves me? Because it's not the way that I would love myself. That's her love. All you have to do is receive it. And when I think about that, or what helped me to get to that point, is just how I had to get in position to receive God's love. All these thoughts of shame, all these thoughts of that I'm not worthy enough, all these thoughts of why me, that I'm not good enough, to understand that God loves me unconditionally. And all I have to do is receive God's love. And that helped me to get an understanding, or to finally love myself with all my imperfections, with all my blemishes. Love myself, then allow others to love me and reciprocate that back out. And once I was able to be mature enough, grow through some phases of just maturing, I was able to experience the love that my wife had for me. That it didn't have to be in my prescribed way, but it was in her way. And for me to open myself up and to receive it and then reciprocate it back out, it made it more genuine. It made it more soothing, So I am grateful for love. I'm grateful for maturing in love. I'm grateful for my wife loving me. I'm grateful for our love for each other. So Inhale humility. Exhale entitlement. Till next time, love God. Love yourself. Love your neighbor. I'm your favorite neighbor. Be blessed.
Message.